Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt nothing? Not sadness, not anger, just a hollow recognition of a stranger staring back at you. That fire you used to have, gone. That hunger to conquer the world, replaced by the comfort of a scrolling screen and the safety of tomorrow. If you are nodding your head, you are currently drifting, and drifting is the first stage of dying. Welcome back to INVICTUS X. Today, we are not just watching a video. We are drawing a line in the sand. We are talking about the protocol to reset, restart, and refocus. This isn't about motivation. Motivation is a cheap spark that dies in the wind. This is about building an internal engine that runs on something stronger. We are going to break down the Stoic wisdom from the video and expand on it with tactical psychological frameworks to ensure you don't just understand this intellectually, but live it viscerally. Phase 1. The funeral for the old you. Reset. The video opens with a brutal truth. You can't build a future while dragging the corpse of your old self behind you. This is where most men fail. They try to layer new habits on top of an old identity that is riddled with shame and failure. It's like trying to install a Ferrari engine into a rusted-out chassis. It will tear the car apart. To truly reset, you must understand the concept of the sunk cost fallacy. We hold on to our past mistakes, our failed relationships, and our bad investments because we've spent so much time on them. Stoicism teaches us that the past is dead time. It is not an asset. It is ash. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the time is at hand when you will have forgotten everything. This insight, highlighted on glass, is not meant to be depressing. It is liberating. If everything is eventually forgotten, then your embarrassments, your failures, and your wasted years do not matter. They are weightless. The actionable step. Tonight, write down the 3 biggest regrets dragging behind you. Then, physically burn the paper. It sounds dramatic, but the brain needs ritual to signal a state change. You are holding a funeral for the man who was afraid. He is dead. You are what remains. Phase 2. The art of golden repair. Restart. Rebuilding isn't weakness. It's the mark of a warrior who refuses to stay broken. The video emphasizes that your trauma and your struggles are your foundation. This parallels the Japanese art of kintsugi. When a valuable ceramic bowl breaks, the masters don't throw it away. They repair the cracks with gold lacquer. The bowl becomes more beautiful because it was broken. Your life is the bowl. The restart isn't about going back to who you were before the pain. It's about becoming the version of you that includes the gold in the cracks. The transcript notes, the obstacle is the way. This isn't just a catchy phrase. It's a physics equation for life. Friction creates traction. Without the friction of your current terrible situation, you cannot generate the traction needed to move forward. The day 1. Mental shift. Stop waiting for a Monday. Stop waiting for the new year. The moment you decide to restart, you are a beginner again. Embrace the awkwardness. The master has failed more times than the beginner has even tried. Phase 3. The war on noise. Refocus. Focus isn't just a skill, it's your armor. We live in an economy that mines your attention for profit. Every notification, every endless scroll, every suggested video is a calculated assault on your destiny. The video warns that people are drowning in noise, and they are right. To refocus, you need to adopt what modern psychologists call tunnel vision, or deep work. But let's go deeper. It's not just about putting your phone away, it's about obsession. The video mentions that success belongs to the man who locks in. Think of the great inventors or athletes. They didn't have balance. They had obsession. Balance is for people who are content with mediocrity. If you are trying to escape the gravity of a wasted life, you need escape velocity. That requires 100% of your fuel, burned all at once. The strategy: audit your screen time. If you are spending 4 hours a day on your phone, that is 28 hours a week. That is a part-time job you are working for free, for a corporation that doesn't care if you fail. Reclaim that time. That is your war chest. Phase 4. Guarding the fortress. Protect your energy. One of the most powerful points in the video is about emotional leeches. Not everyone deserves access to you. There is a concept known as crab mentality. If you put a single crab in a bucket, it can climb out. If you put a bunch of crabs in a bucket, when one tries to climb out, the others will pull it back down. When you start to improve, when you start hitting the gym, reading Stoicism, and working on your business, your old circle will feel threatened. Your growth highlights their stagnation. They will try to pull you back down with jokes, with doubt, or with drama. A Stoic is cold in this regard. You do not need to explain yourself. You do not need to apologize for outgrowing people who refuse to grow. Boundaries are the distance between you and the things that kill your spirit. Phase 5. The myth of motivation. Discipline. Discipline over feelings. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the fire. This is the most critical lesson. We are culturally conditioned to believe we need to feel like it to do it. That is a lie. Highlights from GLASP on the topic of discipline remind us that motivation is essential, but it should not be the sole driving force. True discipline is doing the work when you are empty, when it's raining, and when no one is watching. We can look to the concept of identity-based habits, popularized by James Clear, and highlighted in GLASP findings. You don't say, "I'm trying to run." You say, "I am a runner." A person who is trying to quit smoking says, "No thanks, I'm trying to quit." A person who has quit says, "No thanks, I don't smoke." The difference is subtle but massive. The video screams at you to kill the old self. This is why. You must adopt the identity of a disciplined man before the results show up. You show up to the gym not to get fit, but because you are the type of person who doesn't miss workouts. The final charge. The video ends with a challenge. You are becoming something the world isn't ready for. This journey of INVICTUS X isn't about becoming a robot. It's about becoming dangerous. A man who controls his mind, who learns from his past without living in it, and who operates on discipline rather than mood, is a force of nature. The fire is waiting. The fuel is your past pain. The match is your decision. Your mission. Don't just close this tab and open Netflix. Do one thing, right now, that the future you will thank you for. Do 50 push-ups, read 10 pages, delete a distracting app. And here is my request to you. We want to know who is in the trenches with us. In the comments below, share one habit you are committing to destroying this week. Let's hold each other accountable. This is INVICTUS X. We don't hope for ease. We forge strength.